Bye bye Southport. Ready to go home now. It's a nice day as well. I picked the road there. There she is, the boss lady, Victoria. I wonder what she would think of this country now if she could see it. Right folks, before I get on the train back to Southport, I want to find a baker, get a sandwich and a drink or something like that. But I want it to be not corporation giant. I want it to be a proper baker who's been here years, who knows how to bake, not just come for a corporation factory full of additives and all sorts of nasties. So there must be somewhere in Southport before I get on the train back to find a proper baker's, not Greg's, not corporation giants, family baker, just like it used to be. Now where is it? There you go, just there. That Waterfield's Choice, that looks like a proper family baker's. Let's go and check it out. Right folks, I'll show you what I've got. Now I asked them, is this freshly made? And they said, yeah, it's just freshly made in the back. And you could tell with the chick, we've got a kitchen outside. So what I'll do, I'm going to have most of this, I'm going to say most of it on the train. So I'll put my sandwich in there, hope I don't squash it. I'll put my full fat Coke in there, and I'll zip this up. Bit of a train journey. Right. And what I've got to eat now is a can of Coke, put that in my pocket, and a sausage roast. It's freshly made. Right folks, there you go, see? Proper bakers. So what I'm going to do is head back now to the train station, see what chaos, what a wait. And what I say about chaos is, looks like there's some kind of cancellation, but we'll wing it like we always do. I know I'm not getting an Uber this time. I'm going to make the attempt to do it. End of the day, I paid 20 quid for this return, which is a bargain in itself. And 20 quid to travel up and down the country, return, is an absolute bargain. And it saves you driving that car, which I hate going on car trips. Right folks, there we are now. We're just at Southport train station. And we'll see what chaos awaits. Now you think, the good thing about train stations, they're dotted all over the place. I know there used to be a lot more, but because of the beach and cuts, I think it was in the 70s and 80s that they lost so many stations along the way. But they're still big ones, the main ones are still here. But we need to protect our railways by going on. It's simple as that. More people what go on the train stations. One of these trains are always, it'll always encourage us to do it. Right, so I'm a bit concerned about mine. Right, okay, so what we'll do, we just look there, look up there, our train should be at 11:06 on track 5. So I'm a bit but there's one going directly to Staley Bridge, which is not too far away from me. What I do, I might ask someone, because I know there's a bit of cancellation. Right, we'll wing it. We'll wing it like we always do. My ticket, it's 11:03 my ticket, but if you look through your journey, what concerns me, if you view your journey, return ticket. I got an email saying there was an issue this morning. I don't know what it were, but I will figure it out. Ask somebody. I'll ask one of these attendants. I'll be honest, that was lovely. Sausage roll. Keep me going. Now, there's a problem with mine. Again, same story, cancellations. But I must admit the staff here are fantastic. Give me some advice. Either catch the 11 o'clock one, which goes to Manchester Victoria, which is, my ticket still should be valid. Or what I noticed here, there's what and pay the extra and go to Staley Bridge. I'm honest, I'm tempted to get that Staley Bridge one. You know, the R10 one that goes at 11 o'clock. I might just tempted to do that. Yeah, that's what I might do, to be honest with you. So, messing around in Manchester, places like that, just catch the one to Staley Bridge and pay that. This service will not be on the Neil Scott, Percy Bridge, Marlborough, Hatton Bridge or Catalyst. This service will be first off Wigan, lasting for the next few minutes. 10:30 Staley Bridge service is being delayed by... I tell you what folks, the staff in Southport are fantastic. I'm actually catching the early one now because of all the slip-ups with the train. I don't know what's happening on the situation, but it was said due to staff shortages that it goes Manchester, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
sure.
We'll soon find out. Thank you. With all the staff shortages, that mine's been cancelled again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump on this and let hopefully this goes back to Manchester. Hopefully, if not, we'll just have to improvise from there. But I want a window seat. That'll do. Okay, let the journey begin. Hope I'm on the right train back to Manchester. If not, I'll have to pay the extra. It is what it is. Hello kid, a bit of an issue. My train's been cancelled. Now it's cancelled now, but I'm trying to get back to Manchester. But I spoke to the staff here. They're really friendly, really nice, and said we'll get on this one. That this goes to final destination. Let's take you to Oxford Road, Manchester, and then just in. Yeah, I've just jumped on a random train. Let's hope it goes the right way. I'm a bit screwed. I don't know. It doesn't say on the front, but apparently this one goes to Manchester. But if you have to pay the extra, I'm not too bothered, to be honest with you. But I suppose I catch that one because I don't know one uses it. And they say it was due to staff shortages. But there's no one on it. No, so well, I've got myself a little picnic anyway on the way there. Yeah. Well, I've been to a proper baker's. I mean a proper one. I bought a sandwich, a Coke, 2 Cokes and a sausage roll. But my diet starts tomorrow. Right folks, we're off. Just hopefully I'm on the right train back. Oh, it stopped again. Okay. Better do a take 2 on that. Bye bye Southport. Take 2. Well, hopefully this train goes to Manchester because of the cancellations. Hopefully I don't have to pay, but if I do, it's just one of them things. The idea, the final destination where we're going to is Hattersley. Why do things always happen to me? Right, first of all, I've got a coat somewhere. Bloody left it on that seat. Got the Coke. I hate these dirty things, but when you need to go, you need to go. Oh, that's better. All that Coke, man. All that Coke. on this mystical trip wherever I'm going. I think I'm going to Manchester. I think so anyway. But we'll improvise from there. Full fat, full sugar, Coke. In a bit, we'll have a little bit of a picnic. That's how we do end up in London. I wouldn't mind that in London. No, I wouldn't. Blackpool, you could do that. Sandwich, which is egg and ham. Now I picked this one because it's from a baker's and I wasn't assured that it was fresh. Now we're just getting into Wigan here. Now look at that beauty. Healthy, would you say? Well, I would think it is. Lovely and fresh. Just what Grandad ordered. Now up to now, I've not checked the tickets. So hopefully it's a valid ticket. And I'm not too arsed if it's not, I'll just pay the back. I'll just start fake. Wait a minute, I am fake.
Northern would like to apologise for the delay to this service. This delay has been caused by a fault on board a train.
All right.
This is Salford Crescent.
Right, I've got to come off at Salford Crescent and then wait for the one to Manchester Piccadilly. So, 1 minute. So here we are at Salford. Now we've got to wait for the Piccadilly one. We'll get home eventually. Then it's the train from Piccadilly to Hattersley. And then we're home safe. Right folks, if you look there, I say I had to come off here because that's, well, I've already paid.
We are sorry to announce that the 11:38 northern service to Southport is being delayed due to a fault on the train earlier.
Yeah, because that was me that. So I'm going to get the 12, no it's just gone on, the 12:06 to Piccadilly. There it is, I'm going to get that one. About, I'm not bothered, 24 minutes to wait, it's not too bad. So I could have stayed on to Octagon and just walk up, but I want to do like the full train journey back. I just want to demonstrate, hey look where this one's going. This one is going to Blackpool. Can I just jump on that and go to Blackpool for the day? Tempting, but I've got no underpants left. just have to wait till 20 minutes for my one to get home. Can't believe that's going to Blackpool. Right, there's the Blackpool one, folks. It's gone, so I'm not going. Now, I could have stopped on, as I said before, to Oxford Road, but I want to show you my ticket. I've always got to be honest, folks, to be honest with you. I only paid to Salford, and then I would have to catch the train, it's a bus, the train to Victoria, and then Victoria to Manchester. Victoria to Manchester Piccadilly. So the original plan was, to be honest with you, was to get on the Southport one, go straight to here, which I have done. I managed to get one. I just got to change trains a little bit and change my times. But it's not impossible. I know things like this happen, but the good thing is you have got staff always available, and they know this network like the plague. So it's always best to ask someone if there's an issue with the train. Don't just jump in a taxi, what I did last time. Have a little random adventure like this one, and with this one I'll even get home a bit earlier thanks to that train fault where someone on the line is. But it's part of your life, it's part of the adventure. Things don't go ordinary to plan, but it's something to laugh and joke about in later life. What I did notice as a random idea, I know I'm in Salford and it's the other side of Manchester. I was going to get the train to Staley Bridge, but it was cancelled. And that one's cancelled, because what I could have done is got up at Staley Bridge, have a sneaky pint there, and get a Uber home. But it's not worked that way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to my original plan, going to Piccadilly, and getting the train back to Hattersley. That's what I hate. So it always happens when you come home, always. Right, so this one is a major busy one, to be honest with you. It's going to the airport, so everyone who's going on holiday was using it. You always want to wonder what them carriages, what them marks are. That is the train and how many carriages is, which is what, 6 carriages that'll be, and that's what that little thing at the bottom is. Learn to read these, but more you do these adventures, more you will get used to using the train. And remember, if things are cancelled, try and get to places where you know, for example is Manchester Piccadilly, or places like Crescent, Liverpool, Bolton, anywhere you know. You can always catch trains from the major hubs into these tiny little areas, and if in doubt, just ask the staff, because these are experts of train hopping, because they know what they're talking about. Hopefully they do, otherwise just research it. Things like this happen, especially on today's British trains today. So this one is going to Manchester Airport. It's not that busy actually. And see what I mean about the carriages? That's what that little symbol means. So I'm going to jump on this. This will take me to Piccadilly. And then we're nearly home. Nearly home. Now a little trick for you folks. Always go to the back carriage. It's because there's no one on it. A little tip for you. Well, most of the time anyway. Because people can't be bothered walking. So just jump on this one, and then we will get to Manchester. Hi. Hello, you okay? Right, so see ya. And we'll get home eventually. So I just want to show you. I use the train line app, and as you see, it's been cancelled there. But the good thing is, look at the time. Right, okay. So I should have caught there. Obviously, it's been cancelled to Salford, which I managed to get another train for. You can switch trains. Always ask the staff, and then you wait in Salford, and then you'll catch the Salford to Piccadilly, only 10 minutes away, and then we'll change at Piccadilly and we get the 1303 train to Hattersley. Because I'm a bit early, the best way to judge it is either look at the times or actually small destinations where I live is Hattersley usually run between half an hour and an hour, so you would surmise as a guess that the next one would be 12:33. It'll be the same platform. We'll have a look when we get off, when we get to Piccadilly. Well folks, we're back at Suburbia, back to Manchester.
Are we staying in Manchester alone?
Right folks, we are at Piccadilly. I guess I might just make, if it's running, one to Hattersley. Go up there. So folks, the train is at 12:33, so I've got around about 12 minutes to get there, and hopefully I should, if it is running half an hour, if it's an hour, it is what it is. But we'll check when we get there. Now, to read the trains, you've got to know where the final destination is, which I surmise, because I live round here, it'll be Hayfield or somewhere around there, but it'll always say closer, it'll always say on the display itself. So what I'm going to do, I'll turn right here, and I guess it's number 2. So what we'll do, we're going to check on that list up there. Here we are back at Piccadilly. Massive station. You get to multiple parts of the UK from here. It's a major hub, so if you're ever lost or everything goes tits up, get back to a major train station. Right, okay, so it's 22. Here. Not too sure, to be honest with you. What I'll do, I'll head that way and closer to them on. It's usually on number 2 or number 1, and that'll get me to Hattersley. But it usually has to say Hayfield, so that'll go through Hattersley Estate. So if you look there, there it is, 12. Just seen it, 12:33, number 2. So there's number 2. Hopefully that'll say, it won't say Hattersley, but it'll say Hayfield.
Blackpool 2, number 12:33, service to Hatfield. Forward Ashbridge, Guidebridge, Flowery Field, Beautiful Hyde, Godley, Hattersley, Broadwood,
There you go,
Dimity,
Hattersley.
Blossom and Hatfield. This train is full of 3 coaches.
So if you look there, it says there Hattersley, 12:51. So that's our train for today. See it? That one there. See what I mean about the half an hour service? Just like buses. Some are every 15 minutes, but the less popular one, it's either an hour or half an hour. But learn the systems by going on these random journeys, and it should get me back this one in time. So this leaves at 33, so I've got 9 minutes to play with. And sometimes I'll even say it on the front. get on this one. This will do. Nice empty one. Got a bit of time yet before we depart. Shouldn't take me that long to get back. 15 minutes is a rough guess. Remember folks, always sit at the back of the train if you want peace and quiet. If you want all the hustle and bustle and the noise, go at the front. Why people go at the back is because they're lazy. They don't know what the extra few steps to the back of the train, but extra steps, extra health, extra, because you've got to look after yourself. It's the number one, what I always do. Be careful what you put in your mouth, be careful what you eat and what you drink. Now I'm going to sit back now with a nice bottle of Coke, full fat, full sugar, maximum flavour and maximum salt. Glad that I've done the journey home, and I've actually got home round about half an hour earlier. Bonus. And that noise means it's about to go. And remember, just because your watch says one time doesn't mean the drivers say the other. Let's get back to Hattersley after a bit of an adventure to get here. It's all part of the journey.
Next station stop is.
But enjoy my Coke now. Gotta wait till that lights up. Watch.
This is.
Well, there you go, folks. I've arrived back at my hometown of Hattersley in Tameside. I say this was opened by the Queen, and it was one of the last, not one of them, it was one of the last stations to be built and open. There's a few more after that, but in the era of cuts, especially the Beecham cuts, this was the last one, actually one of the last ones of the stations to be created in this country. I know there's a few been popped up and round, but nothing compared to this particular design. It was opened by the Queen in the 60s when this town, this estate was built originally from the working class of Manchester. Because if you know your history of Manchester, all there was were terraced houses everywhere, all built together, and a lot of people had asthma problems, breathing problems, overcrowding problems. So as a social experiment, they built Hattersley to get the people out of the slums of Manchester, which was Gorton, central Manchester, Hardwick, and built an estate for them in the country. Whew. I'm knackered now after that journey. But it was good fun. Enjoyed it, and I got home eventually. And that's the end of the adventure, folks. End of the journey. Now the dreaded editing begin. See you next time, folks. Whenever the adventure awaits, and I don't know where I'm going. I just wing it.